everybody, Kitsune over here, and welcome to my channel. I've got more TEMU. What a surprise. For a person who claims to not like TEMU very much, which, let's be honest, I'm tired of the fake ads for the fake coupons of the 1000% off for 2 cents over here and 3 cents over there. It's nonsense. It's bull. And it always interrupts me when I'm trying to get details on one specific thing I'm trying to see. And then I can't get back to it. That's not a great way to sell something if you can't let somebody see it. But in any case, I'm still finding things. And today is no exception. I have 2 packages. So let's go ahead and get these open and see what's inside. Hope this angle works well for you. I've brought the camera over next to me. Maybe we can get a little bit better view. I don't know. But in any case, I've got 2 packages. So let's go ahead and see what's inside. Of course, starting with the small one. I got a couple of doll stands. Specifically, doll stands that are intended for Blythe dolls. These are made to resemble the originals, as far as I'm to understand. And I got them for these 2 ladies I have over here. Let's go ahead and get them pulled out. It is a plastic stand in the regular clover shape. It says Blythe here. Has a plastic top, metal post, and a little plastic piece to snug in. And they snap together really easily. It's a little bit of a different shape up here at the top, but they're flexible. And this dark one was intended for Raven, so let's go ahead and get her. Oops. Rainbow's falling down over here. So these are the ones I normally use. You get them at like Hobby Lobby or other craft places. They're expandable. It's kind of a semi-universal. And they do come in different heights. This is about a medium one. As you can see, bases are pretty close to the same size. And, well, height has its limits on this one. About right there is the maximum. So this can go a little bit taller than that one can. But since this is made for a specific doll, and we know the dimensions of that doll, it's not as much of an issue. So here's Raven, and she is still in her costume, and I still have not taken the shininess off of her face, or given the poor dear any eyebrows. I'll get around to it. But for now, let's see how this stand works for her. Looks like it is made to go at their waist, which I prefer. I do not like a saddle stand, especially with a doll that has a really heavy head. It's just not a good combination. Get her feet under her. Stand up here, dear. And that fits really snugly. It is exactly the height to just make it over top of her hip. So it has a little down pressure, keeping her legs in place if you have her knees in a locked position. And also these little indented areas give something for her feet to set into so they don't slip so easily. Seems to work really nicely. So let's go ahead and put Rainbow on hers as well. It feels really secure. It doesn't slip like the other one does on her. Because this one, it can, well, first of all, it doesn't close in as much. So there's a lot of wiggle room here. And they can loosen up and let loose the doll. Of course, when you're trying to stand a Blythe on any stand, getting them to balance forward's a little bit of a magic trick. They are a very top-heavy doll. As you can see, it does hold on to them very well. You can get these in all sorts of different colors. I've seen a lot of people using them. I know Dolls Rescued, Darren makes some as well. I might order one from him one day, just because I like the looks of what he makes. They're very sturdy looking. But there you have it. Those are the stands from that one. And we're ready to move on to the next package. So these ladies can step back. And let's see what's there. Here's our second package, which has obviously been opened. Note the tape. Better not have been any problems in there. That's all I'm saying. Oh, it's big. Okay, so the first thing we have... these are my window clings for the bathroom. These little window stickers. They're the see-through type. And this one has little rabbits and foliage. Little moths. I got a bathroom window that faces out into the what will eventually be a garden when I'm done doing the work on it. And I just think these would be really cute. I've got a white curtain otherwise. And there's a plant stand there, but you'll still be able to see these from both sides. See what this looks like. Guess that means I'm cleaning my windows this week. It's fall. It's that time. This must be instructions. Static film, waterproof, long use life, easy to use, made in China. Looking at it here, maybe I shouldn't open it up fully. Not until I'm ready to apply it, but it is textured. Some really nice print there, some good details. Kind of hard to see on my camera, but all in all, pretty nice. I like that. So I will get that put up later. I also have a couple of wigs and another doll case. Can't have too many of these, and these are little ones. And this is what I use on my Eda bags to show off some of my dolls. Nice of them to put that little balloon in there too, because it helps it keep its shape. But this one has a little bit of a purple edge. I usually get clear white. I decided I want a little color this time. And then we've got this clip that they usually show it going this way with this piece on here. I do it the other direction. I want this on the zipper pulls on my purse so I can open my zipper pulls easier. And then this part holds onto these and keeps it shut. There we go. And do I have anybody close by to show you this? You don't see that. How about this little guy right here? So I would just take it, open it up, slip a little figure inside, clip that back on, and we're ready to carry. Now he's a little small for this case. I get it. But you know, that gives you the idea. Well, frankly, he matches it very nicely. So there's that happy little thing. Put my fox back. And then this hair. This is hair, once again, for the twins. Why did I get more hair for the twins? I'm not too sure about the colors I'd gotten before. And I wanted to see if maybe this will fit just a little bit different on them. I think I kind of want them to have white hair. I want them to look a little bit unearthly. A lot of my regular ball jointed doll collection, everything's Fae. I think the only exception is Fuyu, my original, and she's a winter demon. But here we are. That is a beautifully soft wig. Shiny. I love that little bit of a wave in it. Seems to be cut pretty good. That kind of hairdo isn't exactly perfectly even. There's some, adjustments that need done. She's got bangs. And inside there is a cloth skull cap with elastic. That's the big thing right there. I think this might just fit on my twins a little bit better. The last one didn't have elastic. It was stiff. And it doesn't really go around their heads well because they have a really big back to their head. So maybe this will do the trick. I really hope so, because that's a pretty wig. And I got two of the same one. I'll just put these back together. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, guys, that was my TEMU haul. Two different orders that came in. I've got other things I'm waiting for. Different doll accessories and whatnot. I, of course, will share those with you. Let you know what I think. Tell you, is it quality? Is it worth your money? It's a little bit hard to give you a link and say, hey, go to this thing. Because a lot of times the sellers will only have so much and then they're gone again. And I've tried getting a good link off of it. I'm not able to do it. Maybe it's just me. I'm not exactly, the techie queen of the world here. But I can tell you roughly what I've got. And if you type in a description of what an item is, like if you were looking for this wig, you just say white 1/6 doll wig. Long. Just give any kind of a description. Ooh, she sheds. Look at that. Anyway, just give it a description. It's going to give you a bunch of choices with images. Look for the image, but also look and see if there's more than one listing. You're going to find different prices. You're going to have some people you're going to be questioning whether or not they really have the actual item or they took the picture and they're selling you something different. Make sure you open it up. Make sure you look all the way through the listing. Read everything to make sure you know what you're getting before you order. And most of the time you're gonna get what you're looking for, as much so as it can be. You just gotta be careful on that, Mark. But yeah, you can find these things on description alone. If you were looking for Blythe items, just type in Blythe, BJD, doll, collector. Sometimes if you type in pull up, you're gonna get Blythe. A lot of the Blythe stuff I get is from Icy. It is a factory. They are not one of the main actual licensed companies. They're the ones that, I forget who all has it. Like Good Smile, I think, maybe. There's a couple of them. You're going to know when you see the price. If they're running anywhere from $15 to $25, you're looking at a factory mass-produced doll. Otherwise, if it's the really expensive ones, they've either been modified or you're looking at one of the ones that actually got the Kenner license through Hasbro, I believe is how they did it. And that's, supposed to be the top of the line good stuff. But to be perfectly honest, most Blythe collectors I've met don't mind the factory ones. They're pretty cool about it because most people aren't going to be able to drop that kind of money for a really almost exactly the same doll. And frankly, I've seen the bodies on the officially licensed ones with the click and snap knee. I don't like it. But that's me. Maybe you like them. I don't know. I didn't like it when it was on my Barbie. But anyhow, guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you like the content, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And you can hear me blather and rant some more. And see some more of these lovely goodies and, of course, others. Also, don't forget to check out Doll Yokai, where you will see me do art dolls and modifications and hopefully some restorations sometime soon. Maybe even some dolls right from scratch if I get some time to work on them, because I do that, shockingly. And beyond that, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.